We welcome you back with this reminder. You can get your copy of Dr. Ben Carson's book, One Nation, absolutely free. All you have to do is pay $4.95 to cover the cost of shipping. Plus, when you order your free book, you'll also receive 3 trial issues of Newsmax magazine and 2 trial issues of Health Radar, all at no additional cost. That's a $50 total value for free. You just pay shipping and handling. Call 1-800-485-4350 right now. That's 1-800-485-4350 or visit newsmax.com/Ben. You know, the first time I recall hearing the expression quarter century was during one of those long, droning presidential addresses Lyndon Johnson used to give when I was a kid. LBJ was making a point about one of his appointees saying, "I've known this man for more than a quarter century." But to my 8-year-old ears, that sounded like a long, long time. Now, almost a half-century later, 25 years seems like the twinkling of an eye. And that has nothing to do with the White House, but everything to do with our own house. You see, 25 years ago today, September 1st, 1990, Hannah Lynn Hayworth was born. And it really does seem as if it were only yesterday. Back in the day, we used to joke that Dr. James Dobson might want to make our Hannah the cover girl on his next edition of the book, The Strong-Willed Child. But a strong sense of purpose complements Hannah's strong will. Even before her 4th birthday, she was intent on learning how to write. And she surprised and delighted us by writing this sentence with a little coaching on the page of one of her oversized tablets. J.D. Hayworth is the best daddy for Congress. Well, not only were we proud parents, we were also political pragmatists. Mary and I agreed with our campaign team that Hannah's delightful scrawl should be reproduced on a piece of direct mail. And in a 6-way primary, Hannah helped her daddy win the Republican nomination and go on to win a seat in Congress. 12 years later, what should have been her sweet 16th soured. A bitter campaign resulted in a 2nd-place finish for her dad, but with sensitivity and maturity, Hannah wrote me a poignant and practical letter on what my real priorities should be after Congress. Some of it was included in a farewell column which the Capitol Hill newspaper Roll Call asked me to write, and Bobby Jindal, now a candidate for president, but back then a relative newcomer to the House, sought me out to let me know how blessed I was to have a daughter like Hannah. Believe me, Bobby, I know. You also need to know that Hannah is even more gifted with images than she is with words. Her photographs have graced magazine covers and have been featured prominently in major ad campaigns. Let me conclude this missive with a little fatherly advice for the birthday girl. Dear Hannah, remember to love God, love your family and your country, help others, work hard, and have fun. P.S. A quarter century really isn't a long time. Happy birthday, baby girl. And that's the way I see it. Now the way you see it via social media. Buckshot Blake checking in, taking exception to President Obama using executive action to rename Mount McKinley Denali. He writes, so now part of Obama's legacy is rewriting an assassinated president's legacy? This is insulting. He should be ashamed of himself. Next, we hear from Michael Patrick, who questions the virtual fence as a way to secure the border, as recently suggested by Jeb Bush. Here's what he has to say. Establishment Republicans have tried this lie before. The virtual fence is nothing more than a distraction to pacify the public. When it comes time to implement, they'll just tell us, just like they did the last time, that technology isn't there to accomplish the virtual fence. Get a new lie, Jeb. This dog won't hunt. If you've got comments, here's where you need to send them. Newsmaxtv.com/comments. My final comment to you, as always, is this. Stay brave, stay free, stay tuned.